Hey guys! So today I wanted to talk about my Ballet West experience. I had been talking about summer intensives a lot and all of that, and I was accepted to Ballet West Summer Intensive last year, but I didn't go. And then this year I was accepted and I went for 6 weeks, and I had a fantastic time and it was amazing. So this might be a little bit more of like a rambly video, like talky style. It's such a big topic. I don't really have a specific goal in mind, but I just want to tell you guys a little bit more about the intensive. So I'm going to make this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to message me and I'll answer your questions or make another video or something like that. Also, don't mind the doorknobs. Because I was trying to find good lighting and a reasonable background, so I'm filming in front of some bedroom doors in my house. So I don't know what it's been like at other years at Ballet West, but this year we had 10 levels. Technically there were 5, but there were 10 levels. I'll explain. So we had levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but we had 2 different places that we were dancing at. So part of the people were at the University of Utah the Marriott Center for Dance on the University of Utah campus. I was part of that group, which was nice because we didn't have to go into the city every single day. Now the other half of the people were at the new Jesse Eccles Quinny Lawson Ballet Center. We're at the new Ballet West Center downtown in downtown Salt Lake. So that group of people had to get on the public transport system, which is TRAX, every morning, so they had to get up a lot earlier, which sucks. But I heard the floors were better downtown, so, you know. Level 1, that's it. Level 2, I believe there was sections A and B. Level 3 was sections A, B, and C, and that was separated by age. Level 4 was for A and B. I believe it was separated by age, but I'm not sure. There was not controversy, but we don't know how that one was separated. And then level 5 was just straight up level 5. So there were 10 sections, but basically 10 levels. 4B and 4A and 5 and 2B were all at the university. And then everyone else was downtown, I believe is how it worked out. But I know that 5 and both sections of 4 and one of the sections of 2 was at the U Center because I was actually placed in level 4A, so I was at the U. The levels were interesting because there were a lot of people in 4B and not that many people in 4A. But then 5 was like the best people. 5 was the highest. 5 was where they picked the trainees out of and all of that. And where the people who were already trainees, they were there and everything like that. Levels didn't really matter though because every level had amazing teachers. Like, I honestly loved all of my teachers. We got to have class with the ballet mistresses. We got to have class with Mr. Adam Skloot, artistic director of Ballet West. We got him once. The 5s got him, I think, two times, and the boys got him like 4 or 5 times. They had him a lot, but he is a fantastic teacher, and it's just so great to have that kind of exposure and to be able to learn from all of these amazing people that usually you would assume you only get to work with once you get in a company. So a typical day at Ballet West was pretty much get up, have breakfast, go to the studio, whichever studio you were at. Classes would start at 9, I believe. Yeah. The boys and girls were separated in the morning. So from 9 to 11, we each had technique classes. And then from 11 to 12, 11:10 to 12:10, there's a break. For the girls, we'd have point or variations, and for the boys, they'd have men's class, I believe. I don't know. I think they'd have variations or like extra men's class. I know they were always very tired, but they do a lot of jumping. And then we'd have lunch, and then at 1:30 or 1:45, we would start and do our next classes of the day. Now, there's 2 classes before lunch and 2 classes after lunch. Sometimes, the schedule was varied, which is awesome. I loved it after lunch. So after lunch, we would either have, we had partnering once a week in my level. So we'd either have partnering or jazz or modern or repertory or choreography or modern or yoga or Feldenkrais, which is this like Pilates type thing, kind of. It's complicated, but it was interesting. Or sometimes we had Afro-Cuban, well, Afro-Brazilian, and it was fun. But so the schedule was really varied. But there was a lot of ballet, which was good, but it wasn't entirely ballet. So it was very awesome. And another really cool thing is that company members, since they're not in session, need to stay in shape, would just come in and take class. So Ballet West company members would come in and take class, which is really cool. That's a whole nother video. But a lot of really, really awesome people came in to take class. But I was there for 6 weeks, and 6 weeks is a long time to be at an intensive. Like, I know we all dance for whole seasons and Nutcracker seasons way longer than 6 weeks and all of that, but you really do have to take care of yourself because you're pushing so hard to get to the next level and to improve and to just push your body so hard. Sometimes it starts fighting back. A lot of people got sick. A lot of people had to sit out, started having injuries. I myself was dealing with a couple injuries. And let me just say that you never know what people are going through. So even if you see somebody sitting out all the time, like, you don't know what's going on with them. Don't be mean. Don't do any of that kind of stuff. Because, I'll see someone sitting out and be like, oh my God, she's been sitting out for like a week. Like, oh my God. But first of all, keep to yourself. Second of all, if you really want to know what's happening with them, just ask them and be kind, or just ignore them. If someone's bothering you, just ignore it. Doesn't matter. Also, just please be kind to others, especially at dance intensives, because if you mess something up with someone else emotionally, you have a long time to deal with it. Especially if, like, oh my gosh, friendships and like social groups were changing so much. Like every week I'd find like a new social group, and like there weren't really cliques or anything. There were a couple, but like pretty much everybody seemed to just like float around, which is cool. You got to know more people, but it was very interesting. Okay, that's kind of all the basic stuff I can think about right now, but it was an amazing summer and it was fantastic. And I highly suggest it. Like, it's a fun intensive. It's very busy, but you do have free time. You're done by like 4:30 or 5 every day, and then you can go out if you want afterwards with friends and things like that. So it's fun. Although I do recommend the first week or two just settling in, icing your feet after class, just go to dinner. Like, don't do too much crazy stuff. But it was very fun, and I learned so much, and it was amazing. That's all for right now. I'll see you guys later. Bye!